Thank you for joining us for another episode of AJ and 8. And this week I was really excited because we finally were able to make the announcement that I think many people have been waiting for quite some time. So let me start off with this first. Instant On was a startup in 2020. And if you guys remember, about the end of last year, the announcement was made that Schneider Electric GreenStruxure chose Instant On as their go-to-market strategy for energy as a service with microgrids to protect commercial and industrial customers from public safety power shutoffs to help them reduce their utility costs and all this stuff. So Schneider Electric GreenStruxure is a combination of Schneider Electric and Huck Capital, which came together to say, let us go ahead and create this opportunity to service these commercial and industrial customers with these types of heavy needs that we all know that we needed. Well, this past week, it was announced that there is a capital partner involved. And finally, we now can talk about it. And that capital partner is none other than ClearGen, the Blackstone Group Sustainability Fund. Now, that right there is just the cream de la creme, right? I mean, the idea to think, the thing that makes me super excited is, first of all, we got to look at, here we have a scrappy, innovative startup that is just making things happen, right? Right out of the gate in January of 2020, we started Instant On. And in February of 2020, we secured a contract to build nanogrids on 1 million homes for U.S. veterans, right out of the gate. And then in March, we secured a contract to sell batteries in Hawaii, and all of that was moving forward, and then COVID hit us, right? Just absolutely threw us for a loop, as well as the rest of the world. Logistics got halted, projects got halted. So all of this trajectory that we were excited to go ahead and jump on and take into the new year of 2020, the visionary year, and we just kind of had to figure out how to not die. Right? You look at a lot of the challenges that happened throughout 2020. That's really what it was. It was about survival and then thriving. So we were really happy that as we emerged out of COVID, one of our first projects were, larger scale commercial and industrial and larger scale, I would say smaller scale utility type scenarios, across the country. And that was one of the beautiful things that we actually saw out of COVID is originally, we were thinking we're going to really help the market here in California where we're at. It's such a huge market, but because of COVID, we didn't have to travel. So it allowed us to be able to expand our capabilities just by default of us not being able to meet with people. So we started picking up projects all over the country, and that really started to push us forward. And we were fortunate that Schneider Electric GreenStruxure came in and said, hey, we'd like your help. Now, why this was so important for us is not only are we a young, scrappy, innovative company with the understanding of the actual market because we're in it deep, but now we've got the validation of a company like Schneider Electric GreenStruxure. So this is the implication. Schneider Electric GreenStruxure is one of the 900-pound gorillas in the industry. You're talking a 185-year-old company. I mean, come on, that is ridiculous. Okay, they've got dust older than me. So when you look at the fact that they've been around for a long time, I mean, you're talking, if I'm not mistaken, I think at least $20 to $40 billion market cap. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but when you got 3 commas before the decimal point, you're a force to be reckoned with in any industry, right? So we were fortunate that you've got the 900-pound gorilla like Schneider Electric GreenStruxure that's saying, we want to be innovative as we go to the market. Let us choose Instant On. So that union was beautiful because now we can serve all of our customers in a much more elegant way by bringing energy as a service to these customers, not just as a no capex, no risk scenario, but it's being backed up by one of the biggest names in the industry when it comes to Schneider Electric GreenStruxure. When you sign your name on that dotted line with our capital, partners with Schneider Electric GreenStruxure, number one, you're going to get the job done right. And number two, they're going to be there. Right? They're going to be there for the long haul. And that's when we talk about no risk. That's what we're talking about. We're not talking about a company that's going to say, hey, we can get all this free money, get all these things, and then 2 to 3 years later, company's not around. you know that when you execute this contract with a company like Schneider Electric, GreenStruxure, they're going to be there. Now, what does that look like when we bring ClearGen, a member of the Blackstone group, into the picture? Well, first of all, they've committed $500 million to help move all of this along. So now we've got not just the long-standing, experienced company in Schneider Electric GreenStruxure, but now we've also got very innovative and forward-thinking capital partners that are saying, hey, Schneider, you keep doing what you're doing and let us figure out new opportunities, new ways for us to create better mechanisms so that we can serve all of these customers in a very concise and elegant way. Oh, and by the way, instant on, go tell everybody our message. Go out there and do what you do best. Show these people that we are here to serve them in ways that are needed, right? Now, again, we're not the only guys in town. Schneider, ClearGen, Blackstone, instant on. We're not the only. Guys, I'm telling you, there's a lot of different entities out there that can help you. And it's absolutely a necessity that you engage as many companies as you can to be able to understand and learn how you can protect your businesses, right? That's the most important thing. When we look at integrating this energy as a service, we look at three things. Number one, protection, right? We need to bring resiliency. So whether it be essential loads resiliency, making sure that we keep the essential things on, or a full offset resiliency, whatever that looks like on the spectrum, that's number one. Number two is utility cost savings. By us coming in, we're going to go ahead and put a microgrid and we're saving between 5 and 15%. That's crazy. You get resiliency plus a reduction in utility costs. And then the third thing is to be able to reduce greenhouse gas emissions. Right? That right there is what we're all looking for. We're looking for a better planet. So whether you believe in it or not, I don't care. The first two is good enough, right? The fact that you get to protect your people that you serve in your company and outside of your company, that's huge. And then for us to be able to reduce your utility costs by giving you protection, that right there is enough reason for you to say, hey, we need to talk. So guys, this news for us is super exciting because now it's not just talking internally. So again, instant on, the young, innovative startup that's just going out there and making things happen. I mean, in big ways. And then you've got Schneider Electric GreenStruxure that's saying, AJ, let us go ahead and bring our name, our experience, all of what we have to the table, and ClearGen, a Blackstone group, coming in and saying, we got you on the financial side. Guys, it's unbelievable. Have a great weekend. We'll see you guys next time on AJ and E. Aloha.